Real classic rock for the ride home with Mark Manuel on Q106.5.
So at the box office over the weekend, it took Leatherface to finally cut Bilbo Baggins. Of course, Bilbo Baggins, a character in The Hobbit. That movie dropped from first place all the way to third. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D opened at number one, took in $23 million. Followed by Django Unchained, which stayed unchanged in second place. Les Mis dropped from third to fourth, and Parental Guidance fell from fourth to fifth. That Matt Damon fracking movie, Promised Land, didn't do too well. This may be why.
Now in theaters, all of the critics are talking about Promised Land. Roger Ebert raves. What happened? Sorry, fell asleep for a second there. Peter Travers from Rolling Stone calls it...
What? I'm up. What time is it? Where am I? The last thing I remember is Matt Damon talking about fracking or something. I don't know. Maybe it was just a nightmare.
And USA Today gives it 4 snores. Seriously, you'd think that in a movie about fracking, they'd actually show fracking instead of just talk about it for 4 hours. Jeez, I'm going back to sleep. Wake me up when Django Unchained is on. See the most boring movie of the year, Promised Land, now in theaters.
Look at it this way, though. If you have insomnia a couple of weeks from now, that movie is at Redbox. Rent it. You'll be good to go.
Mark Manuel on Real Classic Rock, Q106.5.
When an airport name comes to mind, at least here in the States, you think of American presidents, over in foreign countries, other foreign dignitaries, maybe head of state, a notable local figure. Well, enter an airport named after the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne. The head of the record company that discovered Black Sabbath is pushing for the Birmingham airport to be renamed in Ozzy's honor. Now, when we say Birmingham, we're talking about Birmingham over in the UK, not Birmingham, Alabama. But that got me to thinking, what would happen if Ozzy did take over an airport?
The red zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. There is no stopping in the white zone.
No, the white zone is for loading passengers, and there is no stopping in a red zone.
The bloody red zone has always been for loading and unloading of passengers. There's never stopping in a white zone.
Don't you tell me which zone is for loading and which zone is for stopping.
Listen, Sharon, don't start up with your white zone again.
Well, as long as we keep him out of the maintenance area, we'll be okay.
Real classic rock for the ride home with Mark Manuel.
How about an update on Washington Redskins quarterback Robert Griffin III, RG3? That was painful to watch that game Sunday night against the Seahawks. He partially tore the lateral collateral ligament in his right knee during the game. Here's Redskins coach Mike Shanahan with more.
I'm not sure right now the extent of his knee. Anytime you do have a former ACL injury or an LCL, and you take a look at this MRI, sometimes it's old injuries. That's why he's going to fly down there and see Dr. Andrews.
Right. So the MRI, which was done yesterday, also revealed that he tore at least part of his ACL. Like Mike Shanahan said, their doctors could not say for certain whether he did even more damage to the knee because a previous knee injury he suffered at Baylor back in 2009 required 2 screws and a rubber band to hold it together. 2 screws and a rubber band. Who's his doctor, MacGyver?
Mark Manuel on Real Classic Rock, Q106.5.
We're playing Name That Dude. What's your name?
Elliot.
This isn't my son, Elliot, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, his voice has changed now, so it's kind of hard to tell. Where are you from, Elliot?
From Hampton, Illinois.
I think I got to, pass a little gas here. So I'm walking by myself. Who's going to know? Only a little something extra came out.
Yes, it did. Can you name that dude, Elliot?
That is Big Al Roker.
You pooped in your pants.
I pooped my pants. Not horribly.
What do you mean, not horribly? That's Al Roker, of course, from the Today Show. He was on Dateline NBC, where he revealed that he had the incident where he, what's that, Al?
I pooped my pants.
Right. Hey, you're off to the River Center this weekend. The Quad City Boat and Vacation Show is going on.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, boats and marine equipment on display. You got fishing seminars. They've even got fishing magicians. I have no idea what a fishing magician is, but you'll find out this weekend.
Hey, whatever it is, right up my alley.
Hey, thanks for listening to Q106.5.
Thank you.
I pooped my pants.
Enough already.
Al Roker.
had a problem.
I pooped my pants.
Yes, Al Roker pooped his pants.
Not horribly.
Al, anytime a grown man craps himself, it's horrible.
I was panicking.
Don't panic like Al. Use Imodium AR. It works in just one dose, so you'll never have to.
Throughout the underwear, and just went commando.
Imodium AR, because nobody wants to think about Al Roker going commando.
Mark Manuel on Real Classic Rock. Q106.5.
Did Brent Musburger go too far when he praised the beauty of Alabama quarterback A.J. McCarron's girlfriend? That'd be Miss Alabama, Catherine Webb. Remember this?
When you're a quarterback at Alabama, you see that lovely lady there. She does go to Auburn, I will admit that. But she also Miss Alabama, and that's A.J. McCarron's girlfriend, okay? And right there on the right is Dee Bonner. That's A.J.'s mom. Wow, I'm telling you, quarterbacks, you get all the good-looking women. What a beautiful woman. Wow.
A.J.'s doing some things right down in
So if you're a youngster in Alabama, start getting the football out and throw it around the backyard with Pop.
And you, too, can date Miss Alabama. So now, if you haven't heard, ESPN has issued an apology saying that Brent Musburger did indeed cross the line just a little bit. However, Miss Alabama's dad, Alan Webb, says that Brent should be given some slack. Well, here he is.
On one hand, you could look at it as being kind of like the dirty old man. But I'm used to this, and I think if you really look into what he was trying to say, he was trying to be complimentary. And I think they need to give Brent a break.
This is how you know Brent Musburger may have gone too far. Even Joe Namath was like, dude, rein it in a little bit.
Real Classic Rock for the ride home.
I have no idea what's going on, but I am excited.
With Mark Manuel on Q106.5.
We are playing Name That Dude. What's your name?
This is Scott.
Scott, where are you from?
Geneseo.
Why don't you shut the up, you bald-headed, big-mouth hillbilly?
Scott, can you name that dude?
Isn't that Dr. Phil?
Yes, it is Dr. Phil. Jimmy Kimmel actually had a whole bunch of celebrities on earlier this week to read the negative tweets that have been written about them. Here's some more.
Simon Cowell, you, my friend, are a Actually, that's one of the nicest things anybody's ever said about me, and I've got a bit of a lump in my throat now. Thank you, because I really am a
Tom Arnold, you're an inspiration to all fat dumps who love cocaine and who love to fat, disgusting chicks.
Real Classic Rock for the ride home with Mark Manuel on Q106.5.
And if you're thinking about catching a movie, maybe the Rave Motion Pictures on 53rd or Great Escape in Moline, I'll tell you, this haunted house movie sounds kind of fun. It's a very low budget, I mean very low budget horror comedy. Cost them $2.5 million to produce, so they'll easily make back the money this weekend. If not this weekend, for sure in DVD sales. But everyone else is saying the big battle is going to be between Gangster Squad and Zero Dark 30. Both movies should pull in around $20 million. Now, Gangster Squad was supposed to be released last fall, but was forced to delay and reshoot scenes due to the Aurora movie theater massacre. Apparently, there was a scene that was pretty much just like what actually went down there. So obviously and wisely, they postponed that. I'm kind of looking forward to Gangster Squad myself.
In theaters, a team of renegade cops seeks to eliminate an evil crime boss once and for all in Gangster Squad. Too bad they can't do the same to that evil Korean singer and call themselves Gangnam Squad. Gangster Squad. Now playing.
Amen.
Real Classic Rock for the ride home.
I have no idea what's going on, but I am excited.
With Mark Manuel on Q106.5.